8 is the magic number. Roger is here. Wow, what a journey it's been over the years.
Yeah, took a while. I've been on tour for a long time.
But it's always, everyone is special, but today, becoming the first player to ever win this title 8 times, it's very special.
It's very, very special. Wimbledon means so much to me, and to be in its history engraved like this, and I will always be the first to have won 8 here. So it's a wonderful feeling, and I played great throughout the championships, and you know, maybe the match wasn't a 5-set thriller and all these things, but it just feels still so magical to have won Wimbledon again. It's unbelievable.
Yes, because you know, last was 2012, and so it's been a while. But you know, that was your motivation, I think, wasn't it?
Yes, and I came close too. You know, I came close in 14 and 15, even in 16 last year. I mean, I wasn't that far off. So you always leave Wimbledon disappointed after losing to some extent. You can be proud of your efforts, but for me, who you know, who has won so much here, the goal is always trying to win the tournament, and keep coming back and trying again. It's not easy. So this year I got rewarded for it, and it's great. I'm so happy.
You talk about players leaving with disappointment. You must have felt for Marin Cilic today. I mean, you were obviously aware, were you, when things went wrong?
So the thing is, I still don't know exactly what he has or what he had. So first I thought he might have been dizzy, you know, because he called the doctor. And when you call the doctor, usually it's either a painkiller or it's because you're feeling dizzy. So I figured like that's what it was. And then at 3 Love, I think he called the trainer. So then I was like, I'm not sure what's going on anymore. I didn't almost want to look over because I was like, I'm sure he's going to keep playing, but I don't know if he was emotional, because I was told afterwards that he was almost emotional during the match itself.
Oh, he was in tears.
Oh, he wasn't.
Yeah, in tears.
So you see, so I didn't see that part. So maybe it was good for me not to see that, because then you think like, okay, he's going to retire, and then he won't, and then next thing you know is like you start playing very average, and that happened to me against Stan at the Australian Open. I was up 2 sets to love, and I ended up finding myself like in a hole in the 5th set, because he had some problems with, I think it was his knee or something, and I got distracted by it. So I said, I'll just really try to focus on my own game and see where we can go. But of course, I hope that Marin's going to be healthy very soon again, and he should be very proud of his run here. And he played some unbelievable tennis throughout the championship. So I hope he can get over this disappointment of today, because it's the worst feeling if in the finals you're not feeling your best. It's a pity. Yeah.
Absolutely. And was it lovely going around with the trophy? We saw you out there with the public. It was lovely.
Yeah, it's nice sharing it with the people. That's what made it so special to win in Australia. I felt like so many people were so happy for me, and here to share it and to show the trophy, and getting here now, coming to the BBC, I got like a standing ovation and applause. It's nice to see people generally happy for me, and it was great.
Also the reaction from the public, you know, on the balcony, but also on centre court.
Yes, absolutely. It's always
there you are, out there. That's
the balcony. Yeah, there's so many people down there, and you know, they come watch my practice sessions. A lot of them. It's just that extra bit of time that is so important to give back to the fans, and without them, honestly, we'd be playing in an empty court, and it would be terrible. Let's be honest. Let's face it. So, the thanks I can give the crowd is extra time with autographs, pictures, moments like this, and I feel like, you know, the ones who support me, we won this together, and the ones who support others, I hope they saw a good match. You know, so, and it's a celebration of tennis. It's not just all about me here. This is about the bigger picture. This is about everybody, and you try to represent the game in the right way.
Well, that is lovely, because you know a lot of people don't, but you actually feel that it is important to give back and inspire the next generation as well.
Yes, and more and more press and more time will always be asked by you. So we try to lead the way. You know, Rafa, myself, we try to do different languages. We try to do TV, radios, newspapers, magazines, you name it. We try to do it all. You know, I never forgot my home market, even though it's maybe not America or England, but it's just little Switzerland, but I do the 3 languages over there. So I just I try hard to put it all together, but it's for the right reasons. It's to give the people really a good story.
Yeah, someone asked, why isn't he at the Roll of Honours board? And I said, it's because he's doing so many interviews in so many different languages. So that was it. But it takes back, last year with the knee injury that you had, and you had to go away and take the 6 months off, which you thoroughly enjoyed. And we've seen pictures of you out hiking. Did you go hiking with your parents?
Yeah, my kids, my girls. I had the best time. We had good weather last year in the summer after Wimbledon this time around. And the good thing was actually I didn't have to have surgery. I was most scared to have a second surgery, and that really would have scared me and really made me believe that this was the final straw now. But because I didn't have to have surgery, actually I could walk. I just couldn't play 5-set matches on a regular basis. I couldn't play 5 days in a row. So that was my problem really. So it was really the last 5% missing, but because of it, I always got a swollen knees. So, but hiking and doing all these sort of things, like the normal things with my kids, I could actually do them all. So we had a great time, and we decided where we wanted to go, what we wanted to do, and then it was just important once I finished my rehab that I was in a solid place for fitness and then for tennis as well, and everything went without a hiccup, and I couldn't be more happy now.
So there was never a time you said, I'm enjoying this so much, maybe I might think I don't.
It was actually interesting and a good moment for me to actually calibrate and ask myself the question, how much do I like this and how much do I actually not want to return? And I mean, yes, I could have happily and easily just stayed out, but I wanted to see one more time what was around the corner. And if I did all of the rehab, it was not just only for Wimbledon or the Australian Open or coming back on the tour, but it was also for me personally as a person. I want to be a dad that can still do his stuff with his kids, and I want to still do sports for myself later on in my life. So I see this as important to me, my afterlife, than success in the near future. So no, I was happy I came back, and it paid off, thankfully.
Yeah. And you love to have your family around you. That's important to you as well. And it was lovely to see all the family in the box today, to see you lift the trophy. Your parents are there, your wife, your children. Yeah. It was a very special Federer family day.
It was unreal to have had a moment like this, to be quite honest, because I know maybe this moment will never come back. For us, I know the boys don't quite understand what's going on, but the girls were there, a few years ago when I lost in the finals, and they were there also, I think, when I won in 12, and they were still very young. So it's nice now that they're older. They're almost that they're turning 8 now in July. So it's nice that they sort of understand a little bit of what that is doing, that they understand the difference between practice and a match, and they understand the difference between the first round and the finals. So I was happy they were there and that they were so actually excited that I won.
Was it true in Australia when you were going through all the way through the final, they thought they wanted to go back skiing?
Yes, yes. I think when I reached the quarterfinal stage, I said, "Okay, Dad, we're happy to go home now." And I was like, just hold on a little bit longer, maybe, I can squeeze in a couple of more wins, and unfortunately we have to stay longer. But in the beginning they were very happy to stay because we had a lot of friends around and a lot of other kids, but eventually they were happy to go skiing again. This time around they were happy for me to keep winning, and this morning both girls looked me in the eyes and said, "Papa, you have to win today." I'm like, "Okay, I'll try, I'll give my best." So they were very cute.
That's pressure you don't need, isn't it?
I was like, oh my God, like that. Oh. Okay, I'll try. Daddy will try hard.
And it's important because Mirka arranges everything. She does everything. She's so much part of the team as well as being your wife.
Right, but it's not what it used to be, where she used to come to practice sessions and we would talk tennis and we would talk tactics even sometimes, because she used to be a player too. She's gone completely on the family side, of things, of just organizing, managing, taking care of the girls and the boys, and just being unbelievable supporter. So Mirka has been amazing for me in my career, and we both know that.
Yeah, and you said on court you're coming back next year. You want to be back here again.
Of course, that's the goal. But with the difficult year we had last year, just don't know what's going to happen next. So that's why health comes first. We'll reassess what happened now in the last few weeks, and hopefully take the right decisions going forward. But yes, of course, the goal is trying to defend the title here next year.
We certainly look forward to that, and it's lovely. Thank you so much for coming in our studio, and what
Pleasure.
a wonderful way it is to close our programme, because that is the end of Wimbledon for this year. We end it with the record-breaking Roger Federer. Thank you to all of the hard-working BBC team for bringing wonderful programmes over the fortnight. But for now, from Wimbledon, it's Roger and out. Bye-bye.